What is up everyone, IPlayVidya here, and I have a new model coming to the channel. That's right, a brand new Vidya 3.0 is coming to the channel, and I wanted to make a quick video just to talk about it, talk about why the new model, and show off the new model. So first and foremost, why the new model? If you were around when I first made the transition to this current model, Vidya 2.0, you know that the reason I kind of fell out with the first model was because I didn't really put any effort into designing it. It was essentially a slight tweak on a pre-existing character, and I felt really disconnected to it. And yeah, it was one I really wanted to move on from. So thus I designed the one you're looking at now, Vidya 2.0, from scratch. Actually did it properly, went through an artist that made a reference sheet for it, actually took the time to browse various artists and rigging artists for the model, actually, look at the various styles and see what I wanted and see what kind of styles match what I wanted to accomplish with the model. I felt like I really did this one right. So the question is why? Why a new one? Why not just a brand new outfit for this model? This model has multiple outfits, right? See, we got that one, we got this one. Why not just make another outfit for the model? And ultimately, I decided to go with a new model because I do still like Vidya 2.0's design. I'm still very happy with how it came out. I still very much like it. The problems become that I didn't really design it with myself in mind, if that makes any sense. I love how Vidya 2.0 looks. I still very much love the look of the character. I have absolutely no issues with it. The artists that I worked with prior, the model artist and the rigging artist, still very great people, still highly recommend them. It's just that I feel like this model doesn't represent me very well, right? If you look at just the model, just like if you put the video on mute, right, and you just look at it without hearing what I sound like, or if you've had no history with my videos and you don't know what I'm typically like in my videos, you kind of get the vibe of that Vidya 2.0 here has a very bright and cheerful, maybe almost innocent vibe to them, right? And I feel like that doesn't describe me at all. I feel like that doesn't really connect with me and the energy and my personality that I bring to videos and whatnot, and just in general, even outside of videos, I feel like it doesn't represent me very well. So as much as I still love the look of the character, I wanted something new. I wanted something that really represented me, because I'm not very bright and cheerful and innocent and energetic. No, I'm a snarky, foul-mouthed idiot. I feel like that represents me more than any of the previous adjectives I've thrown out there. And I mean, even just, the design of the model, right? Like, look, this model has white clothing. I don't own white clothing. I maybe have 2 white t-shirts, and 2's pushing it. I know for sure I have 1. Okay, no, I do have 2. I can think of a second one. I have maybe 2 white t-shirts out of my entire wardrobe, but like, as far as tops, bottoms, shoes, socks, anything, there's hardly any white in my wardrobe. I don't wear no white. Also, heels. Now listen, have I worn heels in the past? Don't worry about that. But do I typically wear heels? No. I feel like the look itself, now once again, like I've said, with a live 2D model, you want to do things you typically wouldn't do, but also I still want to bring a little bit of myself into the look of the model itself, right? So honestly, I think I've got my point across as to why I wanted the new model. So without wasting any time, let's show off the new model. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, in all his glory, Vidya 3.0, the new design. Now before I break down the model and give credit where credit's due and all of that, also I want to switch up the scenery behind me. That's right, we have an actual background now. I'm not just floating listlessly in a pink void anymore. I have a background, an actual honest to God background. It's amazing. Yes, I commissioned an artist by the name of RokuNine who has experience with doing backgrounds for streamers and whatnot, and really like their art style. I know with a lot of like, you see VTubers who get like these custom room backgrounds and whatnot. It's usually something very fantastical and whatnot, very over the top. I didn't want that because the character of Vidya, well, the thing is there is no character. I'm not a character. I'm very much me. The live 2D model is just a different way to present myself on screen. I'm not playing a character. So when I was thinking of what kind of background I wanted to have behind me, I didn't want anything extraordinary. I didn't want anything over the top. I just wanted something that was just a room that had some personality to it, right? And when I thought about that, the first thing that popped into my head was Chloe Price's room from the Life is Strange series. I love the idea of just this standard room, nothing really fancy to it, but you could definitely feel a lot of the personality coming from what the inhabitant had done to the room itself. So that was a big inspiration for the background I have now. It's just a room, but it still has a lot of me in it, for lack of better wording. I don't know how to say that better. But you'll see various little Easter eggs and references in the background of the room if you look hard enough. One that I'll point out myself because I know no one else is going to realize what it is this is my actual bass guitar. This is actually mine. This is designed after my actual bass guitar that I play. Same with this guitar on the bed over here. This is based on my actual acoustic guitar. These are my actual instruments in this room. I think that's really fucking cool, just to have my actual instruments just set up in this room. Because for those of you who don't know, I love music. That's something I don't touch on too much. I mean, if you watch my Love Money Rock and Roll playthrough, I touched on it quite a lot. But outside of that one, it's not one I really get to talk about too often. I love to make music. I don't put out music as often, mainly because I hate the production side of things. But I love learning and playing new music. It's always fun. I love to do it. And I'm glad that I could, show that off a bit in this room. Same with these, posters you'll see on the wall. These are all bands and musicians that I'm a big fan of. I just wanted to, show off a little bit of that in this room because a lot of people just know me as the guy who plays video games and reads visual novels and whatnot. And I also just wanted to, show off my love of music. But besides that, there's plenty of other Easter eggs and references to be seen in the room. Go ahead and look for them if you want. So much love to RokuNine for making this background. I love it. I really enjoy it. I can't wait to use it more often. Now back to the main topic at hand, which of course is the model itself. Now the model was made by an artist by the name of Miyukiko, a very lovely person. I found their work while I was browsing a website called VGen, which is a website for art commissions and whatnot. And I noticed they had a service for live 2D models done in a 90s anime art style, which really interested me, right? I don't watch a whole lot of modern day anime, not for any particular reason. I just don't watch a lot of shows in general. It's a time thing more than anything. But I grew up on 90s anime, right? Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho. These things were, cornerstones of my childhood, right? And so the idea of having a model done in a similar art style excited me. I was so excited about it. And, as I started working with Miyukiko, started getting sketches back, starting to see the final product start to take shape, I fell in love with it. I think it's absolutely amazing. I have absolutely zero regrets into how this model looks. I love the look of it. And then the model was rigged by a rigging artist by the name of Cinemeg. She was recommended to me by Miyukiko, and I couldn't be happier with her work. It's awesome. I totally see why she comes recommended. Not only is her work great, but she was also a pleasure to interact with as well. Highly recommend her as well. Now let's break down the specifics of the model, right? Because I said I wanted to add a little bit of myself, right? I wanted the model to carry a little bit of me with it. So what makes this model more me, right? Now for one, the hair. This is an actual hairstyle I had before I lost my hair. Thanks, chemo. But yeah, no, this is a very accurate representation of a hairstyle I used to actually have. Not that that was ever truly important to me. I didn't mind the previous hairstyle, but not only is this a style that I used to have, it's a style I still like. It's a style I still like to see. This particular cut and everything was based off of the character Peppermint from Hi-Fi Rush. Very much loved the look of her hair in that, so it was a huge inspiration in how I wanted Vidya 3.0 to look. As you see, we got the little choker on. Now, have I worn chokers myself? No. But do I have neck accessories that I do like to wear quite frequently? Yes. Yes, I do. So it brings a little bit of me, but it also has its own, unique. It also provides a little bit of uniqueness to the model that's not quite me. As far as the top goes, it's still the crop top, short bottom look that Vidya 2.0 had, but as you can see, it's all black and gray now. The top being this loose, short-sleeved graphic tee kind of look is pretty much exactly what my wardrobe is. It's 90% black graphic tees. This is 100% some shit I would wear normally. Is my midriff usually exposed? No. If my midriff looked good enough to expose, would I? Yes. Yes, I would. Then of course there's the tattoo. I absolutely had to make sure that stayed. That felt like a very big part of the character. Something that's just kind of, iconic. Same with the hair color. I had to bring along the tattoo as well. Now obviously different style, but still it's the same tattoo. We had to have it. Shorts. Do I wear shorts? Yes. Yes, I do. I love wearing shorts. I love summer. I love shorts. It had to be shorts. I actually debated a long time on what the bottoms should be. I think that was the hardest part for me, honestly, because part of me wanted to stick with something similar to what Vidya 2.0 had with the skirt and whatnot, a similar kind of style to it, but it's still short bottoms, which is what I like to wear when I have the opportunity. Of course, now with winter coming up, I don't have that opportunity anymore. But yes, very much something I would wear. Black, absolutely something I would wear. We scroll down to the shoes, the pink Converse. Yeah, I've actually had these shoes before. These exact shoes, the fucking pink Converse All-Stars. I've worn those before. I don't have them anymore. I wore them out, but I did have them. It is very much something that I would wear because it is something that I have worn. Now, like I said, I didn't want the model to be a perfect one-to-one representation of me. It also has its own little unique features. Of course, we brought back the golden earrings that Vidya 2.0 had. You'll also notice the little face markings here. The face markings weren't originally my idea. That was actually a suggestion that was made by the person who did the reference sheets for this model after I had submitted all my references to try to build this character out. They suggested the little facial markings. And I like it because it reminds me a lot of the character Jackal from Nikke, who was one of my favorites. I love her little face markings that she has under her eyes. So when they sent me back some suggestions with this, I really loved it. Really loved the look of it. You'll also notice the purple lipstick wasn't my idea. Was a suggestion from the reference artist. I did suggest the colors of the nails. There is some symbolism behind the nail color there. And they suggested a little lipstick to match that. And you know what? I liked it, so we kept it. Once again, same with this little undershirt you see here. Originally, it was just going to be the flowy, top here. But they suggested this little, undershirt here, provide a little symmetry between, the arm that has the tattoo and then, something on this other arm so it's not just completely bare. I like that idea, so we kept it. Guess what? These wrist accessories. Were they my idea? No. Do I like them? Yes. So we kept that, of course. Now, the nail color, it's kind of hard to make out because the back fingers are shaded, so it looks like the last 3 fingers are all the same color. They're not. Yeah. Thumb, index finger, pink, middle finger's purple, and then the back fingers are blue. If you understand the significance of those colors, there you go. Anyway, also this little phone. Was this specific accessory my idea? I think you know the answer to that. Of course, it wasn't my idea, but I did like the idea of it because, part of something I wanted to get across with this model was, while it does have this like dark aesthetic to it, at the end of the day, I'm a romance junkie. That's why that you see so many hearts and everything, right? The heart earrings, the heart in the choker, the heart on the t-shirt, the roses in the tattoo. I'm a romance junkie. Also, I love cute things. I love adorable things. If you've watched my playthroughs, you probably picked up on that. So I felt like this little phone case was a nice idea as a nod to like my love of cute things. Also, there's a heart charm on it. Go figure. Pink rabbit, cool. Also, yeah, I love pink. Like, you see all this black because that's a lot of what I wear, but pink's my favorite color. I love pink. Pink's amazing. So they said, hey, pink item that you're holding onto looks very cute, very fluffy. I'm like, yep, that sounds exactly like what I want. The fishnets. Once again, it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do with the bottoms for this model. A big source of inspiration for the bottoms actually was an artist by the name of Crab over on Twitter. Very big fan of their work, and in fact, I haven't talked about it yet, but they did the new profile picture that you'll be seeing on all the channels and socials and whatnot. Very happy I got to work with them there. But yes, their work really helped me settle what I wanted the bottoms to look like, and the fishnets are a huge part of that. It's a huge part of what they add to their own characters. So big shout outs to Crab for that. I love their work, and if it weren't for their work, I would not have finally locked in on what I wanted the bottoms to look like. So yeah, there's the model in depth, and I love it. I love it. I went above and beyond on this one, budget-wise, to make sure it was something that I really loved, something that I felt really connected with me personally. And I kind of brought this up with the new profile picture and whatnot, but there are going to obviously be new assets being brought to the channel. We got the new profile picture coming from Crab. We have a new banner in the works. Banner's not quite finished yet, but I wanted to get this video out regardless. Current banner was done by Popgun, and Popgun recently announced that they'd be stepping away from making art at the end of the year. So of course, I had to get in and make sure I got one last banner done from them before they stepped away. So if you've seen the first banner, it's my current model in the middle with a character from Song of Memories on the left, which was the very first visual novel played on this channel, and a character from that other franchise on the right, which of course is the largest, most well-known playthrough on this channel. Very much keeping that same energy. Of course, the model will be in the middle of the banner. A character from Song of Memories will be on the left, albeit a different one this time. And similarly, a character from that series will be on the right, because even though I won't mention that series by name, I don't like to give it any kind of shout outs anymore, mainly because I don't like the developers and publishers anymore. I still can't deny that it's had a huge impact on the channel, so of course we're still bringing another character from that franchise into the banner, albeit a different character this time. Also, our emotes got updated. The lovely Mimiko, who did our first round of emotes, she updated them for me. They look great. I love them. Mimiko is always a pleasure to work with. And then there are two other new things coming to the channel, but those I'll have to show off at the end. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, that does it for this video. This probably has gone on a lot longer than I expected it to. But I love this model. I wanted to show it off. When you'll start seeing it in videos, it will show up in my playthrough of the 25th Ward, which will be my next playthrough after I finish up the Shell Part 2. Or if I find the time to live stream before then, you'll see it there as well. But that's going to do it for this video. So thank you to anyone who watched the video. Much appreciated. I am always grateful of everyone's support. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video. So now, the last two little asset updates to the channel. The new outro screen, done by the same artist who has done my previous outro screens, Mizuki Asaka. Very talented person, love working with them. And a new outro song, done by Dama. This song is definitely a big departure from what we've had in the past, but once again, it's something that fits me a bit better, in my opinion. So enough yapping for me. Enjoy the outro. Peace.